Some of it drive beyond the door. My mind a joker. Multiple voices trying to control.
Welcome to episode 2. I almost said 1. We're new to this. Of the Dragon Ball Fan Podcast. My name is Mike, but you can call me Kaiser. But my co-host is the Twitch streaming, Vegeta preaching, Austin Matthews look-alike. Give it up for Sky, everybody. How you doing, Josh?
What's up? How's everyone doing? Your number one Vegeta preacher here. Yeah, doing pretty good. Got the Leafs gear on, of course. We're not doing so well this season, but it's fine.
You know what? They're on and up right now. They had a good run in Sweden. How did that game finish today?
Good question.
You know what? We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here.
Show the viewers though. So anyone who's on audio, Michael here's got a Vegeta, Goku and Vegeta hat going on. Pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. The long-awaited fight, Goku Vegeta. Yeah, that's Buu Saga right there. Right? Yeah, that's Buu Saga. You can't hear me. Yeah, that's Buu Saga, right?
That's Buu Saga, 100%. Yeah. They made it look like a boxing matchup kind of hat, but for Goku and Majin. Yeah, that's fire.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I need to get more merch for Dragon Ball.
You do. Now, I think we talked about it in the last episode. You've been using the G Fuel. How many days have you been using the G Fuel that's Dragon Ball themed? Again, could you actually show the camera one more time?
Yeah. We're using the hidden power one. Actually.
Hidden power. Okay, so you've broken into this
like
one.
3 times a week, probably.
Okay, and how are you feeling? Do you liking it?
Yeah, it's great.
Cool.
Not really getting jitters. It's like 175 milligrams of caffeine too.
Jeez.
So that's like a cup of coffee and an espresso shot.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. The thing is, I think it helps because you're diluting it in water, right? It's not like you're just having. It's not like an energy drink, right?
Yeah, where like some 5 hour. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so G Fuel sponsor us. Topic of the day. Josh, what is topic of the day?
Topic of the day is top 3 underrated characters in Dragon Ball. Whether it is in terms of power scaling, whether it's in terms of a good character. I went with power scaling for underrated. I didn't go that way for overrated. My overrated one's different. Which, by the way, episode 3, if you just plug that in there real quick, is top 3 overrated.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that one as well.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, this one's gonna be great too.
This one too.
I got some spice.
You know what? There's always some spice when Krillin's in the kitchen. And why did I say Krillin? I don't know. I'm trying to get this going. All right. So, Josh, I want you to kick it off. Who is your first underrated character from Dragon Ball universe?
All right, everyone. Get ready to rip your hair apart.
I don't have any, so I'm good.
Yeah, I think you're fine. I feel sorry for our female viewers here because I'm about to say Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo is one of my underrated characters. So Mr. Popo, there is a scene where Goku is trying to get back to Goten and Trunks, and they're just munching and eating, and Popo's like, "Oh, there you guys are," and they just try running from him. They turn Super Saiyan, then Trunks is like, "Yo, let's jump this man." Trunks starts like punching him, and he's just like blocking everything. And then Goten runs. He catches up to him quick, starts blocking all his shit too. And I'm just like, yo, Popo must be serious. But
he was able to defend himself against 2 Super Saiyans.
Yeah.
Effortlessly.
Yeah, he wasn't even fighting back. He was just blocking the whole time. And I believe also, didn't he fight Goku when he was like a kid as well?
He trained him a lot.
He did train him.
Yeah,
he did. He did train him. I think he trained for like 3 years, I believe, something like that.
That's like early Z or end of. It's like
Ball. I think it's before the last arc of Dragon Ball. I think. Okay. This is why we need to rewatch it.
Yeah, and that's something that we want to do. Obviously, we got projects. If you guys have any ideas for projects for us to do, definitely submit those in the Discord in the comments and stuff. But definitely one we want to do. I actually have Mr. Popo as well. So
okay.
he was literally the first one I was going to bring up. I had that exact moment as my first point as well. Defends himself seamlessly against both Super Saiyan, Trunks, and Goten during Buu Saga. Also, the fact that he trained Goku, like he helped Goku make a significant step up, take a significant step up, and even to the point where I didn't even realize this. Again, got to go back and rewatch, but he helped Goku achieve a new level or a new variant of the Kamehameha. It's called the Super Kamehameha.
Yeah.
Right, and so that's Mr. Popo's doing. I actually didn't realize that. Like, in current day, obviously, again, hasn't been a while. But did you know Popo can't die?
I don't remember that,
Bro,
actually.
I didn't know this either. Hold up, let me tell you.
Really?
Mr. Popo is an assistant deity who is apparently an immortal genie who tends the grounds of Kami's lookout. He is bound there eternally as the gardener and caretaker, but he can travel anywhere in the world when the occasion calls for it using a magic carpet for instant transmission. But he is an immortal being.
Yeah, he does give off like Aladdin vibe stuff, which is really cool.
I do have a memory in my mind. I feel like I've definitely seen him on this carpet. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a great pick.
This is why we need to eventually go back to Dragon Ball, because I loved Dragon Ball growing up, but again, it's been so long.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think I've rewatched all of Dragon Ball ever.
Same. Yeah.
Watched it, and I don't think I've ever rewatched it, which I should, because like it was so good.
Well, that's why it's going to be a lot of fun when you and me do it. Because I think if we can do it at the same time and we can make reaction content out of that, guys, just putting that out into the world. If y'all want it,
I feel like there's not many creators right now that are doing that. I think it's also hard too, right? Because of the quality and stuff, it's hard to get back into for a lot of people. But I think if you've watched it as a kid, you're down. You're 100% down to rewatch it. So yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Popo, both of us. Yeah, I also have here. He also threatens Vegeta. I think twice. I think he does it in the Buu Saga where he's like, Vegeta says something to him of some sort.
Yeah.
And Popo's just like unfazed. But I remember in Super, when he destroys the hyperbolic time chamber and then they fix it up and then Vegeta goes back in again, he's like, if you do it again, you're banned. And then Vegeta's just like, whatever.
Yo, Popo's just like, he's just straight with his stuff, man.
Like, have you ever seen like that Goku meme where he's just like posted up like this with like Supreme gear on?
Yeah.
And he's just like, imagine Mr. Popo with that. He's just like full on like.
That'd be fire.
Pimped out. That'd be crazy.
That'd be fire. Because we shared one, let me just go next on this one. I feel like he's an underrated character just because we don't talk about him a lot. But I have Android 16 coming in as massively underrated. I think the role he played in the Cell Saga was massively underrated. So here's what I have. Android 16's gentle nature definitely played a massive impact in how 17 and 18 switched over from being a villain to like, I just don't want anything to do with this.
Yeah,
right?
For sure. Especially 18, I feel like.
Especially with 18. Yeah. He was the difference maker. Of course, his head gets curb stomped, as you alluded to, and he serves to be that breaking point for Gohan that allows him to, of course, ascend and become Super Saiyan 2. But also, like, I know we like to joke around about Dragon Ball and filler, so it's hard to really know how long this was happening. But when Android 16 jumped out and he like bear hugged Cell, and Cell just couldn't break out, and we're talking perfect Cell here. He literally couldn't break out from his grasp. He had enough time to be like, I'm gonna blow myself up. Everyone else to go like, no, you can't. Well, why?
We removed it.
And then, we removed it when we were in the lab, and then do the whole backstory and whatever. And he's still holding Cell. I don't know if that's like actually 5 minutes. He's holding Cell, or if it's like 3 seconds.
Time, that's like it's like 2 seconds.
You're right. So, but nonetheless, he was able to contain Perfect Cell even a little bit. So I thought that was a little shout out too.
Just put this in perspective. The whole Buu Saga is like 2 days.
That's nuts.
Because Goku's only supposed to be there for 24 hours.
I know. Alexa, that was one thing that my partner was losing her mind with. Everybody, let me tell you, she was like, "What do you mean? The time's almost been running out. Like, what are you talking about?" He's still going super. This is to go even further. 5 episodes later. But yes, that's what I have for mine. Who's your next one for underrated?
Yamcha.
Yo! I'm so glad you did that one.
Okay, I did Yamcha. I do think he's stronger than Roshi. I do. I think now he is stronger than Roshi. But even if you don't think he's stronger than Roshi, I still think he is very underrated. And what I mean by that, too, is I think people know in terms of, like, if we're just counting just humans, pure humans, people be like, yeah, Yamcha's probably, like, top 5 or whatever. But that's my point. He's not top 5. He's stronger than Satan, right? He's strong, in my opinion. You can debate he is stronger than Krillin because Krillin wasn't training until the last, like, day or two before they did the tournament.
This is fair. Yeah.
Yamcha was training still. He literally said that he was actively training of some sort and he was stronger, right? Also, I think the reason why Krillin got in because people like
Goku's
Krillin
friend
more, I guess, and Goku's friend kind of.
He
stuff.
got the in for sure.
But yeah, I do think Yamcha in general is pretty strong if we're talking about the people surrounding him in that area. So like the Roshis, the Tiens, the Krillins, now he's just made a kind of like a joke, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I hope he gets his little like mini arc. But there was a mangaka, I believe, or an author who said they were asked about a power scaling question, and the guy's like, "It depends on how I write it," which is true, right? What's the point of power scaling? It's how the writer writes it, right? The writer can write Vegeta being stronger than Goku by tomorrow.
Yeah.
At the
It doesn't
end of the
matter.
day, it's the writer, right?
Yeah.
I'm hoping that maybe Toyotaro adapts Yamcha in the manga a lot more, a lot better, and gives him more, screen time and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that baseball episode was kind of funny, though. I hate how he got the home run.
Yeah.
Right? But I think that was pretty cool, though. But yeah, I do think he's pretty underrated.
He is, man. And I know we talked about this before, that basically Vegeta comes and now he whoops Yamcha's ass, takes his girl, and now Yamcha's just like bitter in the back.
He started.
But and I know it's like, yeah, he's been training and that's great. But I think like as Goku with little time to create this team, like he's got to look at like who he can rely on. And I don't think he looks at Yamcha, and it's not just like the joke or whatever of it. If it's like Yamcha as a character has been like the slacker, I don't care person for a while. And so, yeah, like I guess Krillin was sort of timid and scared, but I guess like Goku also knew that if Krillin can just overcome his fear, like he'll be determined. But he doesn't know what he's going to get out of Yamcha anymore. Should I do my next one?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I don't even think I'm going to pronounce his name right, but there is an alternative name. I don't think you have this one on your list. I don't. If you do, that would be nuts. Okay. But I'm talking about the Power Ranger of the Tournament of Power. I'm talking about Catopestra, ladies and gentlemen. This is the man who looked like a Power Ranger, would smack the belt on his pants or whatever, and he'd be like, going ultimate whirlwind, whatever. Right? Okay. For audio listeners, Josh is face palming fully at this moment. Listen, this man, I'm just saying, they did him so dirty in that show with that Frieza scene. Bro, there was the Frieza scene when he was chasing after Frieza and like he was collateral damage and it looked so bad. But here's the thing. At base form, actually manages to land a couple hits on Vegeta. Now, I know the whole thing is that Vegeta is like, let me see if I can go Ultra Instinct by getting the shit beaten out of me. But then Vegeta powers up to Super Saiyan. He transforms Catapestra, and he obviously gets whooped, but he was able to hold his ground for a little bit. Like, they didn't have to even show that. Like, it could have just been Vegeta's gonna whoop his butt, but he actually has, a little bit of sparring with Vegeta. Also, during a cut from the show, you have those establishing shots and stuff, and it shows him holding his ground against Pilina, which is one of those Namekians that we were talking about last episode that is at the end of the Tournament of Power, fighting with the other Namekian against Gohan and Piccolo. So if he's able to hold some ground against Pilina, then I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly necessarily. I think that shows that maybe this guy was a little bit stronger than we had a chance to see. And this is more of a conspiracy theory kind of thing, maybe. But yeah.
Or headcanon. Yeah.
I just thought I'd try something different.
Why didn't you bring up Ribrianne?
I don't like Rubrienne. That's why. I hate her character so much.
I don't think anybody likes Ribrianne.
She's rough. Not even Roshi.
Why not Maji? Maji Kaio.
Maji Kaio.
He's the slime that captures Dispo. The only way Dispo got out was because Jiren like knocked his ass out or something.
Oh man, I don't see. Clearly not a memorable character.
Yeah, but the person slapping his belt. I'm the white or black.
Okay, you know
Power
what?
Ranger.
I'm trying to bring some diverse answers here. Okay, I'm trying to go. Here's someone my boy Sky wouldn't have thought of, and I'm getting punished here. Rubrienne is terrible, but is she on your list?
No.
Okay, so give me who's next for you.
All right, my last underrated. Okay, this is a hot take because people will probably say he is perfectly rated. But I've got Hit.
That's
on
a
my
really
top
good one.
3 underrated. And
Okay.
the reason why I have Hit is because Vegeta gets slapped up in Super Saiyan Blue by a Hit, who, by the way, can't kill in this tournament. So he is already at a disadvantage.
Holding back, yeah.
Holding back. He literally tells Vegeta, no one has ever survived more than, 2 hits from him before or something like that? And he hit Vegeta, 8, 9 times or something, which is crazy. Just shows how strong the Saiyans are. Then in the Tournament of Power, Hit cages up. Was it Time Cage or something that he uses on Jiren, where he holds him back?
Mm-hmm.
He eventually breaks through. But to me, the reason why Hit is so underrated is because we've discussed this before, but Hit is almost like his own kind of Saiyan, in the sense of if you are fighting him long enough and he's able to endure it all, he's just constantly getting stronger by time skipping longer and longer and longer.
Yeah.
And I think we didn't get to see more of Hit, and I think that's kind of how Toriyama, Toei Animation, Toyotaro kind of nerfed him of some sort, because they're like, okay, you can't kill someone in Tournament of Power or you're disqualified.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, Hit is instantly at a disadvantage here because he's an assassin. That's what he excels at hitting him into vital points and stuff like that. Because we all know Hit is pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think he's very underrated because of how strong he really could be. But we didn't get to see more. And I'm really hoping we do see more of Hit later on. Because to me,
we will.
Other than Beerus and Whis, he is my third favorite character from Super.
One conversation that we had before, I don't remember if this was on episode 1 or if it was off camera, but I remember you telling me how Toriyama actually wanted to stop it at Cell Saga. And then there was enough fan anticipation and excitement that it was like, okay, we should probably do one more. So with Hit, I feel like if they felt like they had to nerf him, it was at the very least a good feeler for what that appetite was going to be like. And I'd say the appetite is pretty high. I don't think you're alone in saying that you want more from Hit. So I think we'll get more Hit. I think it will be exciting and they'll build stuff around him more, I would hope. And
to me he has to be the main guy in 6. And I feel like he wasn't in Tournament of Power. It was all Kefla.
Yeah, or he ends up joining them somehow on some adventure. You can make him an objective, someone for Goku to run into again. But yeah, I would love to see Hit win. We get to see a lot of really cool villains and they create really great arcs, but there are so many rematches I wish we would see.
Vegeta Hit.
Hit, yeah.
Hit versus someone maybe stronger now, like Orange Piccolo or something.
17 and Piccolo, bro. Even 17 and Piccolo, the fans have spoken, bro. That's a cult classic love right there. Even Vegeta and Goku, but in the way that it actually matters. And that slime version of him that we got, that was rough. That's
the most forgettable thing about Super.
The last one I had in here, we don't even need to dive into it much, but I just have Krillin again, as an honorable mention. The fact that he was able to really hold his own, I'm thinking about that battle he had on the top of the building, even the fact that he was able to beat off some of those villains. Apparently, my understanding is that they were at the power that they were at when Krillin fought them. So
I'm sure he beat them off for sure.
Yeah, he beat them off, and they blew up. He held off Super Saiyan
I don't know how,
God a little bit somehow. determination. Goku's
Power scaling is crazy.
It's the writers, you know what I mean? The writers room went crazy on that one. We agreed on Popo for sure, man. Like that one was nuts. It's funny that we both felt like we needed to tackle Popo off the bat.
Yeah, Popo is he's a real one.
The man's eternal.
Yeah.
Do with that information what you will.
Yeah.
I think we can agree on that.
Maybe, some Ribrianne in there.
In episode 1, okay, guys, I said, if you're out and you're going for a drive, dump in the body, you can listen to our podcast, right? That was not Eminem with Stan and all that. No, that was me in the car, Ribrianne in the back, all right? She needs to be killed off as a character. She is a terrible character, okay? We wasted so much time. My goodness.
I was hoping Hit was just gonna he's like, honestly, fuck the rules.
How good would that be?
Bro, just time skip, put his hands in his pants, that way. Slowly walk up to her, and just one time. That's it. It's over.
You mean like in his pockets?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
not in his pants, okay. No, but, yeah, I guess it's same difference, right?
His hands in his pants, he walks up to her. He freezes time.
This is like some power roast.
Oh shit! Listen, guys, we're not trying to get canceled. Episode 2, so we're gonna quit the topic there. Josh, can you tell these folks a little bit about our Discord and why we want them to hop over there?
Yeah, the Discord has a lot of ranks, okay? There's a lot of ranks where do you want to be a Cyberman? You don't, right? So you want to talk about a lot of stuff so that you can get to that Ribrianne tier, right?
Oh my gosh.
I mean...
Wait, you did not add Ribrianne tier.
No, I did not.
Oh my gosh, that's base level.
The highest we have is Grand Priest, obviously. The longer Dragon Ball comes, with more content, the bigger the tier will eventually go, right? You can get all the way up to like level 120 or even further. That's the highest ranked right now.
Yep.
But yeah, we have a lot of stuff here. We have an art channel if you want to promote your art, or if you love art and you just want to post whatever you like. We have a video channel. We also have a manga discussion channel too. So like if you're constantly reading up to date, because I know right now we are about to head into a new arc. With the Dragon Ball Superheroes manga adaptation finally ending this month, hopefully, fingers crossed. But by January we should have a new arc, and yeah, we'll have like a hopefully soon a weekly manga discussion. I might actually start doing some live reactions to the newest chapters too. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Gotta add this in, guys. Check out Skylances on Twitch. All right, this guy, he is a dope. He's a great streamer. All right, he's out here playing Marvel Snap, some Maple Story content. I think he's gonna be playing around with some stuff, but I think Dokkan as well. So if you're into Dokkan, then definitely take a look at Skylances.
Yeah. So yeah, follow our Twitter. We have question of the days we're doing to get the community starting to get the community involved. If you want to be heard there as well, you can obviously tag us and have a question or something you want us to discuss on the podcast as well. So yeah, follow our Twitter, get into our Discord, start chatting it up, and yeah, our Instagram as well. That'll all be in the description below.
Yeah, guys, please jump in, do that, be part of the conversation, be part of the show, be part of the community. Next episode, we're talking top 3 overrated characters. Now, this one's gonna be fun. I think this is gonna get heated. I don't know, maybe not. Hard to forecast.
I swear, I'm telling you right now, if I see you put the person that is my favorite character on your overrated list, that episode is ending in 5 hours, bro. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, Vegeta. Yeah, Vegeta. Yeah. No, I'm joking. No, like, you can't put spoiler. It's not Vegeta. Obviously, Vegeta's bro. He's the hardest guy in the show. So. Come on. Yeah, okay. True. Well, that is the discussion for next week. So make sure to tune in. If you're on Spotify, hit that follow. Instagram, definitely follow us along there as well. And on YouTube, definitely subscribe. Me and Josh are going to be playing around with different sorts of content as this show, as this channel, as this community evolves. So really, really excited for this project and excited to catch you guys on the next one.
Later.